Hello and welcome to the old Fliers. As someone interested in aviation, you would be familiar with the book Jane's All the World's Aircraft. This is an aviation annual publication founded by John Frederick Thomas Jane in 1909. Fred Jane was born in 1865 in Surrey, England, working most of his life in Portsmouth. He had a flair for sketching, earning money illustrating for authors. The large number of ships based in Portsmouth took his interest and he became an enthusiastical naval artist. This gradually developed into his gaining an encyclopedic knowledge of ships, culminating in the publishing of All the World's Fighting Ships. Before it was a thing, he became an avid miniatures war gamer. Imagine that, over 100 years ago and before computers, there was something similar to Minecraft. Jane first published All the World's Fighting Ships in 1898, which catalogued all the warships operating by each country, their armaments and other details as a supplement to a war game he had designed. It was a success from the start and has become the standard reference directory on the topic. Since 1905, this is now known as Jane's Fighting Ships. The Naval Warrant Officer's Journal suggested that the book be on every ship, and in 1902 said that it should be available to every naval officer. The Admiralty were less enthusiastic, partly due to Jane's irreverent behaviour. Jane's All the World's Aircraft first volume referred to airships, while all have since referred to aircraft. After World War I, the format of the book shifted from landscape format to the present portrait orientation. With the 1993-94 edition, the book was divided into two volumes that continue to appear annually. The main volume focuses on aircraft in production, while the second book describes older aircraft and upgrades, both military and civil. While 2009 was the centennial year of Jane's All the World's Aircraft, 2013 marked the 100th edition, the disparity due to disruptions during the two world wars. Many of the back titles are available on the internet. The company then gradually branched out into other areas of military expertise. Based in Greater London for most of its existence, the group name is officially Jane's Information Group. The books and trade magazines published by the company are often considered the de facto public source of information on warfare and transportation systems. Other titles published annually are Jane's Fighting Ships, Jane's Military Communications, Jane's World Air Forces, Jane's World Navies, and Jane's World Railways. Periodicals include Jane's Defence Weekly, Jane's Intelligence Review, Jane's International Defence Review, and Jane's Navy International. Major periodical competitors include Defence News, Flight International, Aviation Week in Space Technology, and the Shepherd Group. Jane's continues to provide open source intelligence in the defence, security, aerospace, and transport sectors. Jane's say that in a world crowded with increasingly unreliable information, customers require timely, verified, validated, unbiased, and relevant defence, threat, and equipment intelligence. The interconnectivity of Jane's assures open source intelligence and analysis, enabling them to provide unique insights required to make mission-critical decisions. That's their words.
We provide open source intelligence to the defence community. And we're the leading organisation in the world at managing, processing, verifying and assuring that information. We are building the world's most advanced open source intelligence platform. Tara is a real game changer for us. So we hold literally tens of thousands of different types of data. And no one really anywhere has successfully integrated all that data so that it sits inside one data model.
With an unmatched legacy of more than 120 years, Jane's has adapted, expanded and developed its unique tradecraft while transforming from a traditional military publisher to the leading global agency for open source intelligence. Again, their words. Today, Janes partners with global government agencies and leading military manufacturers across the world and is at the forefront of analysis in the open source intelligence domain. While open source data is readily available to analysts and decision makers, it can be unmanageable in structure and volume and is not assured and can be manipulated either intentionally or unintentionally. Jane's 120 years of experience, they claim, gives customers fast and easy access to multiple reliable data sets to build defence and security intelligence. Trusted data to increase understanding of global defence industry and markets is important. Of immediacy now is the political and military situation in the Ukraine-Russian conflict, as well as the manoeuvring for territory in the South China Sea.
You can see an event in more detail by clicking the relevant selection, which will then give you access to metadata for deeper insight. Going back to the map view, you can now add air defense layers to give further understanding into an actor's intentions in the area. Here you can see the location of surface-to-air missile sites along with early warning sites. By clicking on the icons, you will be able to access the capabilities of the site in more detail. Additional data, such as range rings, can also be added to deliver further insight on the military capabilities of that area. Clicking on the missile type will bring you to the Equipment Explorer tool. Here you get a detailed overview of the missile type in question and can access its exact specifications. Returning to the map once more, base layers enable you to reveal a detailed picture of the regional threats so that you can quickly gain an understanding into the selected base. Adding satellite imagery analysis will provide further depth and richness to the data collection, here showing Chinese Type 094 SSBNs at Yulin Yalongwan Naval Base on Hainan Island. Further analysis can be found in Jane's Intelligence Review, one of our many market-leading titles fully accessible through your Intelligence Center.
We know that knowledge is power and pre-knowledge is priceless. There is a bright future for Janes. Thank you for watching. To promote new content, all we ask is that you like, subscribe and hit the notify bell. Comments are always welcome.